So school leaders, to help students and staff feel safe, I encourage them to differentiate between physical safety and emotional safety. Often as a school leader, it's much easier to improve physical safety, but there's often an adverse effect where physical security can get so extreme that it actually makes students and staff feel more anxious and feel like there's more danger in the school. They feel surveilled or watched. So if it's having a counterproductive effect, then I encourage school leaders to consider reducing their use of those kind of security measures. I encourage policymakers and school and district leaders to really consider what they need in their own school. I think we understand that if a new cafeteria vendor comes in and makes a pitch that their food is the most nutritious and the best food that you've ever tasted, we have a healthy skepticism. Like, of course, they're going to say that. They want us to buy their food. But at this moment, it's not necessarily that skepticism about security companies because what they do is a bit mysterious, but their motivation is profit and not the safety of students. So I encourage school leaders and policymakers to really consider, what is the problem? Is this security actually address the problem that I have in my school? And be skeptical of companies that promise too much. So we are in a very challenging moment because students, staff are all terrified of the next school shooting. However, there is an over-exaggeration of the threat of school shootings because they remain extremely rare. I encourage school leaders to select kinds of measures to prevent school shootings that balance the rarity of those events with the intrusiveness of the technology. A lot of the recent school shootings have a clear cause related to a lack of positive relationships in the school. So focusing more on those relationships than on physical security is likely more effective, particularly since the research literature has found no evidence that physical security or school resource officers reduce the likelihood of a school shooting. If you are interested in learning more about school security, I encourage you to learn more about our Master's in Educational Leadership program in addition to our PhD in Education program, where you would have the opportunity to potentially work with a researcher like me who's directly studying these issues.